Romania's former president, Ion Iliescu, has been charged with crimes against humanity over his role in the revolution that brought down the country's communist regime. The 89-year-old former two-time president was charged on Monday. 862 people were killed in the aftermath of the 1989 revolution that brought down communist leader Nicolae Ceausescu. Prosecutors say a campaign of misinformation organised by Iliescu helped create a climate of terror. They also accuse him of organising a simulated criminal trial that led to the killings of Ceausescu and his wife, Elena. Well, for more on this, let's go over to Bucharest, where journalist Kit Gillette is waiting for us. Morning to you, Kit. Just talk us through, first of all, these accusations against Iliescu.
So, as you mentioned, Iliescu, along with two others, have been officially charged now with crimes against humanity. The charges relate to the bloody revolution that overthrew the communist regime in 1989. Now, Romania was one of the only countries in the region that experienced a violent revolution. And as you mentioned in the introduction, over 800 people were killed and an estimated 2,100 were wounded. Now, it was a very chaotic period. After the Ceausescus were arrested on December the 22nd, there were 3 days where there was street fighting in the capital and across the country, and there was a lot of uncertainty about who was in charge, about what was happening. Now, Iliescu is accused of using this period, spreading disinformation, using public statements on television to engage in a campaign of diversion, which effectively, led to friendly fire, shootings, contradictory military orders. And the idea being that this was a period where him and some colleagues were kind of cementing their power.
This comes 29 years after the events that we're talking about. Why has it taken so long?
There wasn't a political will to do it before, and you could argue that there isn't a political will to do it now even. But, a lot of people have, for a long time, talked about prosecuting Iliescu and people for the events that happened in the 1989 revolution. A case was opened shortly after 1989, but it ended without indictment in 2009. Now, the case was reopened following a ruling by the European Court of Human Rights in 2016. And since then, there's been a lot of activity, and they have gathered a lot of files, a lot of evidence. And the general prosecutor has described this as an important moment for Romanian justice system and has described it as fulfilling a debt of honour in history. So there is a sense, at least for the justice side, that there is a need and a desire to get this done.